Good evening, and welcome to the broadcast premiere of Talking Sports Now. I'm your host, Paul Barquita.
And I'm Joe Sarna.
And we want to welcome you to our weekly sports show here on CSTV 20 on our YouTube channel. So, Joe, I want to thank you for coming here tonight, and I'm excited for this semester as well. Every Tuesday, we're going to give you the most important topics in our world of sports, whether it could be NBA basketball, MLB, NFL trade talk, NFL free agency, NFL draft talk, and March Madness coming up very soon. So, Joe, we're going to start with the most recent important story, is the NBA All-Star Weekend, which was held in New York City. And it was a great outing. There was a lot of great celebrities, a lot of big names that came out to watch, and the best of the best showed and proved it to us all weekend. So, Joe, who are your winners and losers? Well, mainly we'll stick with just winners here for the All-Star Weekend. What really impressed you the most out of everything that happened this weekend in New York City?
I mean, Paul, when you're really talking about somebody that's got to impress you on the court, I got to look at a guy by the name of Steph Curry. I mean, 27 points in a three-point shootout with guys he's going against: Kyrie Irving, returning champ; Klay Thompson, his backcourt brother, and also Splash Bros, as they like to call themselves. I mean, that was the best competition I've seen in three-point competition in, I want to say, about 10 years.
Right, so you mentioned Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, who's the leading three-point shooter of this season. And like you said, the big names just kept coming up, and you're just watching it. You're watching like, oh my God, this guy's so good. This guy's even better. This guy's even better. It was just so exciting to watch. So you mentioned Steph Curry in three-point contest. My guy, Zach LaVine. This guy was insane. I've never seen a dunk contest performance like that in so many years. Just the through the legs behind dunk, the behind the back dunk. I don't know if you saw that, but it was very exciting to watch. This kid is 19 years old. This kid is 19 years old. He's your age. He's younger than me. I feel like an old man. That this kid is lighting up Madison Square Garden on a Saturday night. Great for LaVine, and like you said, great for Curry. So we're at the halfway mark now, Joe, and this has obviously been a very competitive and a very interesting NBA season with the leading Eastern Conference team, the Atlanta Hawks. Who could have guessed that one, Joe, from the beginning of the year?
I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the Hawks organization, Paul. They get guys that fit their scheme, almost like a mini Spurs, if you will. I mean, they get guys, Paul Millsap from Utah Jazz, Al Horford they drafted from Florida, Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, arguably the best specialist in the game right now at three-point shooting.
And we thought Kyle Korver was almost done, really. But he's, again, just surviving on that three-point shot, getting the Hawks to a 43-11 record, top of the East. So, and if you look at the West, my team, I am a front runner on this one, but it's got to be the Golden State Warriors. I think Stephen Curry is going to be the MVP. That was my halfway through the year pick. He's averaging 23.6 points a game, 7.9 assists per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, and just electrifying crowd after crowd every night for the Golden State Warriors. Definitely my MVP pick now. But, Joe, who do you think is really going to move forward and actually take it and become a contender late in May?
I mean, Paul, what I got seeing going on is here. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the hottest team in basketball right now. No question about it. LeBron's got that team clicking on all cylinders. But then I look at, Paul, the Dallas Mavericks just got Amari Stoudemire.
Right.
I mean, we're all Knicks fans. I mean, me and you both are Knicks fans.
Yeah, unfortunately we're Knicks fans.
And we know the first year we got Amari, he was a great player,
Yeah.
Paul. I mean, he was talks MVP candidate. And, I mean, I love the Dallas Mavericks. I think they have the best starting five in pro basketball right now with Rajon Rondo, Monte Ellis.
Dirk,
I mean,
can't go wrong with Dirk.
Can't go wrong with Dirk. Dirk's an ageless guy.
Yeah.
And, of course, Tyson Chandler defending the rim.
Right, and I feel like Amari's going to fit well in that system with Dirk and with Chandler, played with Chandler back in New York. So I definitely agree that the Mavs are a very, very, very not hot pick. But like you mentioned before, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 33-22 right now, but they are the hottest team. LeBron James has something up his sleeve that he really is truly going to bring this team in playoff contention and really going to try to take at this title against the Atlanta Hawks. The Raptors are 36-17. They're in second place, and you can't count out the Bulls being 34-20 with a somewhat healthy Derrick Rose. We don't know, obviously, plenty of a year left. Hopefully that Derrick remains healthy for that.
I mean, speaking about healthy, You got to look at the guy Anthony Davis. I mean,
Right.
I wish I could see this guy in the All-Star game against those.
Right,
that
he was
type
the
of
one
talent.
real name besides him and Dwayne Wade, really. But I think he even has more better star power than Wade right now. He's been killing it this year.
I mean, the sky's the limit for this kid. If you look at his stats, I mean, this guy's averaging 24.5 points per game, 10.3 rebounds per game, and 2.7 blocks per game, Paul. I mean, this guy is a freak. He's almost 7 feet, plays like a guard. He can do anything he wants. And my opinion, he could be the best there is.
Right, he's 20. He's only 21 years old. If he can just stay healthy and get more meat on that body, he, like you said, he's almost 7 feet tall, and he plays just as good as John Wall or any of these top point guards and guards here in the NBA. So it's been a very, very exciting first half of the year. We're obviously looking forward to the second half, and we'll be giving you guys coverage throughout the entire semester with the important trades, the important streaks, and then hopefully we can get it almost close to playoff time. And obviously we're going to bring your March Madness brackets. That's the most exciting time of the year.
Absolutely, Paul.
Definitely up at school. So, and we're just going to switch to baseball now. So I don't know if you guys have heard. Alex Rodriguez came out today around 1 o'clock p.m. with his active contrition sorrow letter to his fans and the Yankee organization and the rest of Major League Baseball. But, Joe, he wrote a letter. He didn't come out with a press conference. Nothing. He wrote a letter. How do you feel about that? As a true Yankee fan, I'm hurt. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a big A-Rod fan, and it hurts me that that isn't sincere enough. I feel like. Do you feel that way too, or?
I mean, Paul, I don't think really anything this guy can do is going to be sincere at this point. I mean, he missed the entire 2014 regular season. Got paid for that entire season. That very, very, very big contract of his was paid in full that season. I mean, Paul, he's due $61 million over the next 3 years.
And on top of the other, how much money does he have? $200 million already. Yeah.
Absolutely, Paul. I mean, the guy could have very easily had somebody write that for him. I mean, how often are you really going to see a guy at that particular star power write his own letters?
Exactly.
I mean,
Like
it's just
when
not.
Tiger Woods came out, had that scandal and his stuff. He came out, cried in front of cameras. I'm not saying A-Rod had to cry, but at least he could have just been, "I'm sorry," and could have been very more sincere and actually see his emotion. I mean, that's how I feel as a Yankee fan. So, well, we'll get to more Yankee stuff. I know everyone else is big Yankee fans, and we'll get to your MLB preseason ranks and whatever big trade talk as well. And so, Joe, it was a very nice first broadcast. I'm glad. I'm very excited for the rest of the semester. So you can find us on our YouTube channel, CSTV 20. So signing off, I'm Paul Barquita.
And I'm Joe Sarno. Have a great night.